that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And
that's what you have to do. You have to not bow down to the image of the beast, which is this whole system. Which California pumps out all this madness, bro. You know, all these different trends when it comes to spectrum comes out of California, man.
Californication. Like one of my brothers went into a video about it years ago. That's exactly what it is. It's Californication. Because the media, Hollywood, all this crap, you know, it gets pushed out. In America, California is the biggest spewer of this madness through their media.
Yeah.
You know, you got fucking when we were growing up, you had that movie with Julio coming out, Gangsta's Paradise. Everybody wanted to be a thug, colors, blood in, blood out. Put that fucking macho spirit on you, yeah, then everybody's gangbanging now. Or all in my Ice Cube movies, NWA. I put that fucking that nigga vibe on you.
That demon spirit on you.
Yeah.
You know, to basically have you commit suicide, bro.
Well, Hollywood, where they make their wands. That's what Hollywood's named after. In ancient times, they used a tree, the holly tree, where they would make their wands. Warlocks, witches would make wands out of the holly tree. That's what Hollywood is named after.
That's why you rewatch old movies that you used to like coming out of Hollywood, even like big name movies. They had that one, I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry, or whatever. Bro, but then when you like watch these comedies and different things, there's always a gay scenario. The majority of the jokes are gay jokes. You know what I mean? Like, there's always some weird shit, bro. That's called indoctrination. And like the brother was talking about, you know, kids being molested in boarding schools. You're being molested on the daily by the media, bro. There's always some form of molestation. That's why you even when you were a kid, if you're a millennial, man. Hey, bro, that's like when the internet was starting to really boom and shit. You got molested, bro. You got molested during that time. That's why we're all fucking jacked up here, dude.
We got brain rapes.
And now this generation where like everything's on the internet, like you can find everything on the fucking internet now, bro. You know, that's called child molestation, bro. You can all these porn websites and shit. All you gotta do, all it does is have a thing that says, "Are you 18?" Just click, yeah, I'm 18. Boom, you got access to all types of madness, bro. Child molestation right there, bro. Why aren't all these porn companies being got after for being predators?
Well, they should ask you for a fucking credit card and ID and all that shit, but they never did. Especially when we were growing up, it was just click a button, you're in.
Yeah.
And it's all there. Esau knows what the fuck he's doing. Right? He's trying to turn children out, turn these little girls and little boys out. That's why I just had this scripture real quick. You know, now it's adding on.
Real quick. I was watching a video and that bitch Jada Pinkett Smith talking about she taught her 9-year-old how to her child how to masturbate at 9 years old, bro. Why the fuck can she do? How is that not molestation, bro? How is that not a crime, bro?
Yeah.
You ain't supposed to be teaching no kids shit like that.
They were talking about teaching Jalen.
Bro, their daughter. Her daughter, bro. Talking about, I did it because I wanted her to understand that pleasure comes from you and not from a man. And then the bitches that were on the panel, like the talk show with her, like, exactly, you know, like, all you motherfuckers bugged out, man. You're supposed to be protecting children, not fucking molesting them, bro. Shit, I'm talking about masturbation, right? Man, come on, bro. By the son, I don't give a fuck, he's 12 years old, be like, man, you fucking touch your shit like that, grandma's done chop it off. Because really you shouldn't be teased. Like you know, you might do it in this society. This is a bugged out society. Back then, how often do you think motherfuckers were doing shit like people look at it as unclean. You'd be like, oh, well, I don't do that. It's
Crazy.
Yeah. You touch yourself sexually, you're a madman.
You get stoned, and thrown in the river.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah, they'll tie a millstone around you and throw you in the river. What the fuck's wrong with you?
You had men in the ancient world that were so mighty, like so, so self-willed, that they were eunuchs because they wanted to be.
Bro, yeah.
That's some strong, what do you call it? Man, what's the word for it? So imagine somebody did that. I mean, that was...
You look down upon.
In this society, you're looked down upon. You're a lady. You can't be a woman. You can't be a woman.
We're oppressed. You're oppressed in this society.
You're oppressed in society. That man, this Ecclesiasticus 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. The woman's mind is a fucking dungeon, bro. It's a trap. You got women that'll teach her children and their daughters to do some bugged out things, man. Teaching you that you don't need a man when the scriptures clearly tell you that a woman was created for the man.
Yeah, wait, women don't need a man in this society, like, because this place is a fucking illusion.
Yeah, this place is a fucking nightmare.
When reality hits, we'll see what the deal is.
Yeah, when reality is, man, you people.
All these big-headed women are gonna learn that they're fucking powerless in this society. This dog eat dog, man.
There's Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands is bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Yeah, and this was written by Solomon, who had 700 wives, 300 concubines. So he understood women. He knew they were all wicked. What did he say? He didn't find one righteous among 1,000?
And among 1,000 men, he found only one that was righteous. To show you that men are, bro, man, hey, man, just simple math, men are more righteous than women. All right? Just like they teach you in school, it takes a positive and negative. Positive and negative takes a positive. Something like that.
A negative makes a positive. Positive and a negative can either make a negative or a positive, and then positive and positive make a positive.
It shows you that, man, it's required that a man is there to create life. He can create a negative or a positive. I mean, a boy or a girl.
No, men are positive, bro. That's why when we're at the that Rayleigh's over there in Merced, and that dude was talking to us. He was like, I only chill with women, and I was like, man, you're like my son, bro. Women they suck, bro. They're boring, like what? You know what I mean? How much fun do you like? When you say, oh, like that comedian said, he was like, here's something you never heard ever. Like, man, you out with the homies and shit, having a good time. You say, man, I wish my girl was here right now. She tells such good jokes. You ain't never heard of such a thing, man. That's unheard of because women are boring. It's not fun. It's not fun to be. They'll bring the fucking mood down or bring it into an awkward place or like a weird place.
Yeah, there's a time and place for everything.
They're negative. That fucking women make every situation about her. Not paying enough attention. Why you talking so much to him? You gay? Let's say some shit like that to you, man. You just chilling with the bros and shit, man. Just being real, man. Just being totally honest.
That's why the scripture says the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men. Not one woman. This book's a man's book. I mean, if it was a woman's book, why did it talk about a man and one wife? Ain't no woman in her fucking right or wrong buying and wanting that. Especially especially in this society. Like the apostles say, you want to find out if your woman really loves you, ask her to bring you another wife. She ain't gonna fucking do that.
What's that scripture?
She don't even want her sister around you. What the fuck? You gonna bring you another wife?
What's that scripture that says something like, I tried to look for it, it says to the women was given no understanding. You know what I'm talking about?
She was deprived of wisdom.
A lot of it.
Oh, you already read this scripture, Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I find more bitter than death the woman. More bit, bro. And that's real. Sometimes, bro, you be sitting there, like you be driving in the car, a woman just giving you hell. You be like, man, I could just jump out the car right now and end it all.
And you know what? Death, I mean, if you die, you're in the spirit world, which is peace. So more bitter than the death is a fucking woman, because she make you sometimes want to die, bro.
Yeah, to make you want to death.
She'll make you feel so stressed out that you just wish you could just oh Lord.
Just give up the ghost, bro.
Yeah, knock me out for a season.
If you was, imagine you was stranded in the middle of the ocean in shark-infested waters with just you and a woman, bro. You might take your chances with the sharks, bro. She'll be complaining all the time. She'll be whining all the time. Yeah, she'll be
Talking shit to you.
acting stupid, going crazy and shit.
Yeah.
You just gotta be like, man, it's either me or her. I'm gonna have to throw this bitch in the ocean. I'm just joking around, but like, just making the point that women ain't what this society. I ain't saying women ain't, don't have their place in the world. Of course they do. Women are beautiful. They're pleasant. There's a lot of good things about women. It's just this society has taken all those good things and turned it into wickedness.
Yeah.
You can't look upon a woman for her beauty here. It's like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, you pleasing to the eye. Why not? That's messed up, man.
Yeah, well, that's why the scripture do say that also our woman shall be a harlot in the street or in the city. Lord, pretty much He took away our woman, bro. Like, if you actually think about it, like, we're cursed to the lowest degree, bro, of people as of right now. And even our women, they'll fag off, go snack off on an Edomite just because he got some more coin than you. Or that his car's nicer than yours, or his fucking condo, his apartment is bigger than your fucking house.
Thinking the gain is godly.
Yeah, man. She'll forget all about you. There's hella shows on YouTube where they'll show some cut pull up in a Ferrari, and the bitch will be in awe. Her boyfriend will be right in her arm, and she'll let him go compliment the car. But in the angel world, your woman would know better than that. Even if you were catching some kind of monetary hell, there was still family values. There was still righteousness, a righteous vibe to where she wouldn't do that to you.
Well, even in the scriptures it says, give not the woman liberty.
Against God.
Because you know what I mean? You like what do you think happened? Okay. Comes and tells you, oh yeah, my girlfriend's we're gonna go to Vegas for the weekend. What the? If that's what they're right. Hey man, I want to do that. They go with their friends. They go to Vegas. They tell their man everything's gonna be cool, shit, whatever. They're gonna go gamble. But then what do they really end up doing? Like that one movie. It's like what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Unless it's hurt you, that shit stays with you forever. The weaker vessel. That's why you got those dudes at the bar just buying bitches hella drinks. They know what's gonna happen.
They might have a chance.
She's gonna forget about everything.
Oh yeah, she gonna forget about the crying baby at home. It's fucked up.
It's a Ciroc 26 and right here, Ciroc. Bro, yeah, bro. It's Ciroc 26 and 5. There be 3 things that my heart feareth, and for the 4th I was so afraid: the slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, right? That's, man, the gathering together of an unruly, you walking down the street and you see a mob coming, bro, you like, oh, nah. That's why when all them riots were happening, you had shop owners and shit, man, that were just, hey, bro, they were through. The mob came. It says, the gathering together of an unruly multitude and a false accusation. All these are worse than death, right? Because that puts you in straits, right? Because death is just over, right? But then you living with that anxiety and that just that bullshit, cursing and everything. You know, you living your life as a curse, man. It says, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman. Pure hell. And the scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. Dang, just going around telling everybody your business. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. So a yoke, so like you got a yoke of iron, you got an iron chain around your neck, and shaking to and fro, they just yank you like that. An evil wife is a yoke, and that's how you be feeling. And then you know, your wife in this society is evil, and you be feeling. That's why you got that saying, "Are you yanking my chain right now?" He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. You had that song from Deftones, RX Queen. Remember that? And he says, "You're my girl, and that's all right. If you sting me, I won't mind." Heavy. It says the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids, which that's everywhere. Everywhere, bro. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Abuse herself, right? Watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
I'll suck every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
That's rough.
She won't let every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
That's rough.
That part's for eyes. Yeah, but you know, this is
because women's liberation. What is liberation? Liberty. Free to do as she will. And a woman will just, you know, freak off.
free.
She's a super freak.
Yeah.
Super freak.
She's super freaky.
Super freak.
That's why we need to be safe in this place.
And that's a curse. That's a curse, and that's oppression, and that's what you got to deal with. That's what you got to deal with in this society. If you have a woman, now maybe she doesn't, you know, drink at every fountain and open her quiver to every arrow, but she's still gonna put hell on you, I guarantee. Deal with these women. They say that they've been with like all these different men and shit.
It's Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Yeah, the days are coming where the Lord is going to put a spirit on his men to hey, they're going to be shining. You know, and people are going to know, everybody's going to know, hey, there's something different about this man. There's something different about this guy. You know, he's eating when everybody's starving. He's got a glow to him. You know, when everybody's starving, he's laughing. And what does the scripture say? At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Hey, the Lord is going to put a different spirit on his men when all hell breaks loose. And everybody's going to see it. all these women are going to see it, and they're going to flock to it. Because what do women do? They flock to power. You know, they adore power. They want to be close to it. Why? Because it's safe. That's the safe place to be. What does scripture also say? A man shall be a hiding place.
Yeah, we get all these women, but the Lord already has an elect of women as well that are going to be saved, that were chosen from the foundation of the world as well. So we bring these out too to comfort you women out there that may believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, or at least believe in certain things, you know. Eventually the Lord will allow that to reveal itself whether you are worthy or not. But it's going to happen, like, for brothers that catch hell, for brothers that have a woman that's unruly, you know. Well, eventually Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to give you a wife if that woman doesn't get corrected, you know. Because we need us being kings. We're gonna have more than one woman, man. We're gonna have more than one wife. Okay, the concubines, the other nations, whatever. But when it comes to having a wife, that's an Israelite woman, and we're gonna have many of those, man. We're gonna have many of those.
Population, bro. Population.
Yeah, we're gonna get it popping.
You're gonna populate.
Yeah. And that's a righteous thing. The Lord said to be fruitful and multiply. You know, having a woman, okay, you being a man and dealing with a woman, that's a godlike thing, man. That's a godly thing. You look at these other nations, bro. They have wives, right? They only got like 1 or 2 children. The fuck is that? Yeah. You know, Israelite got 1 wife. He got like 10 children, 1 wife. You know, just throwing that out there, because my parents, that was the case. But that happens in an Israelite family, man. You know, they got like 4 or 5 children, 3 children. You got a heathen, you got like 1 child. This woman fucking just stressed out her whole life. Smoking cigarettes on TV and shit.
That movie Idiocracy, bro, in the beginning.
Yeah.
That motherfucker
killed himself making trying to produce children, remember?
Hey, bro, that motherfucker Cleavon was a Jake, bro.
He's like, he's at the fucking the football game at the end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck all you bitches.
Yeah.
That was a Jake. That family tree was rooted.
Yeah, bro. In the beginning, this bitch come out pregnant, then another bitch come out pregnant, they start fighting.
That was next door. It's fucking man up. The wife said, what you do with this heifer? Yeah, they were Jakes, bro. They had trailer park and shit and other children.
His fucking family tree was like the population of the earth. That was the whole town, bro.
Yeah, she had hella seed. Hella little plants.
Yeah, hella little flea orbs.
Yeah.
Wasn't his face on the $1 million bill? It was his face.
I thought that was was it?
I think that was his face.
I remember when she looks at that cash, I thought it was that motherfucker Beef Supreme or whatever. She looked at it, was like, what the fuck? It looked like a wrestler and shit.
Yeah, but that was very spiritual too, because at the beginning it was the Edomites family tree.
Yeah.
He killed himself because he couldn't produce seed.
Yeah. See, that dude was just like, with the stock market being what it is, there's just no way.
Yeah, there's no way we could have children this time. Yeah, but in that day, man, I mean, when all hell breaks loose, you know, the men of the Lord are going to receive a nice amount of women, man. Whether even if it's 3 for you, that's cool, man. Because the mentality that those women are going to have is, I've been fucking up, and I don't want to die here. That's why it says to let us be called by thy name, meaning that you become their husband.
Yeah, it says to take away our reproach, man.
So only let us be called by thy name, meaning to be their husband. So when you take a wife, you put your name on her.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you got even in this modern society, where you go get married in Esau system, your wife majority of the time takes your last name.
And that's gonna be the turnaround, bro. Because in the world to come, men dominate that world. Man.
Yeah.
Women dominate this world, bro.
Yeah.
Even and women dominate this world and then cry and say that they're at the bottom,
Right.
which is complete madness.
Oh, they're being treated unfairly.
Yeah.
Fuck no, man. You guys got everything, man. A woman, she could just show up and get hired for a job. Man gotta be qualified.
Talking about women's rights and dignity and all this shit, but she'll just show up to the interview with her titties hanging out, knowing damn well why she's doing it.
They're breaking dress code.
Oh, don't look at me like that. Oh, unless you're gonna be my boss. Flirting with the manager and shit, trying to get a promotion. I seen that shit all the time when I was working for Amazon. Flirting with the supervisor and shit. Not, bro. I'll be in there busting my ass. You see a woman across the way, the supervisor come through. Bro, for the next fucking hour or two, they ain't doing nothing but just talking to this dude. And he's just like, nah, it's gonna be alright and shit. Like, don't worry. Me, if I don't put the numbers up, they fire me.
Right. You don't meet your quota, your ass is out.
But that's all gonna turn around, bro.
So great.
Yeah, I worked at a place where I was a trucking spot, and the supervisor was a chick, and she was fine. And man, it's just wrong for a woman to be above so many men. The only woman there around hella truckers and shit. All of them like fucking wolves trying to get at her and shit. I'm just standing back like, man,
Yeah.
I don't even want to deal with that shit. Like, she was always trying to get my attention and shit. I'm like, nah, that shit. She had a man already, so you know. This is when I was in the truth. I'm like, nah, that shit's met.
Yeah.
Fucked out.
That's why when this economy collapses, women's worst fears are gonna come to life. All them fucking wolves surrounding her are gonna have the green light, bro. There ain't gonna be this societal barrier, you know? That's all. They're gonna get locked up. There's Ecclesiastes 8:1. It says, "Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of the thing?" Man, which is heavy, bro, because we know the interpretation of the things, man.
That's why we're wise. And it's not of our own nature, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushai made us wise, bro. If you think about it, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai opened our eyes to the secrets, to his secrets. As it tells you in Amos 3:7, he revealed his secret unto us. He made us wise. It's not that we're anything, but that the Lord gave us this wisdom. And it's to prophesy his word. It's not to build a rocket ship or to, go win the lottery. No. It's so that we can preach the word in truth and sincerity. Because that's what we're set up for, is to preach the word. Okay, this word is what's going to bring us salvation. Not that we stacked up $1 million somewhere, or we got an arsenal of weaponry. We don't got none of that shit, man. All we have is the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Alright, who is the God of the Israelites.
It's Matthew 13:11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
So that means it's a big deal to understand what we understand, bro. Right? Because you could be in outer darkness, man. You could be looking at the war in Ukraine, bugging out, like don't even know, like you have no idea why is this happening? This is supposed to be a progressive society. We shouldn't be going to war anymore. What is this madness? Russia, how dare you, you evil country? Nah, man. Well, our eyes are open, so we'd be like, well, we knew this was gonna happen.
we've been doing this, talking about this. Last week I remember saying there's going to be more terrorist attacks. These Edomites walking by. I don't know if they were scoffing in their mind, but sure enough, this week was another terrorist attack. You know, where that fucking that so-called black man went up and fucked up the subway station out there. It was an actual terrorist attack. It said like 28 people were injured or something like that. You know, whether it was real or not, hey, something real's gonna happen, bro, where a lot of people are gonna get killed now. You know, something's gotta give for them to execute the Patriot Act and all that. You know, to bring in martial law, bro.
Yeah, because there's going to be a time when all these different organizations are going to start making moves. Right? The boiling, there's a point in the boil when the boil starts to run over the pot, man.
There's a boiling point where it just bursts, you know.
You know, like this old school anime movie I watched where it was like a big like techno city, and it was in turmoil, man. You walking down the streets and motherfuckers just start gunfighting with Uzis right in the middle of the street, bro, out of nowhere. The two cars were just shooting at each other, spraying each other up. This bitch walking down the street, and a dude getting chased by the cop run down the alley, and out of nowhere, just boom, a big ass explosion happened. It's like he had a bomb strapped to him and shit. That's how this shit's gonna get, bro.
Yeah.
There's gonna be all types of insurgents, extremists, you know what I mean? All type of nutcases, bro. Doing shit. And what do they say? They say that a terrorist attack is something that's politically or religiously motivated. And what do you see more and more? Political extremism and more people talking about God, bro.
Yeah, and that dude that did that terrorist attack in the subway, who shot all those people. Hey, brother's been posting. Hey, that shit look like that shit looks sad. But when you analyze it, that shit was set up. This motherfucker left his credit card at the scene at the crime scene. You know, he had a bunch of videos posted online talking about the white man, how he wants to kill the white man. He wants to kill all these people due to his religious beliefs. You know, and he called himself a prophet of doom. You know they're gonna link that back to Jake. You know,
when it first came out, when it first happened, that was on Ramadan, and they were saying they were gonna do with Islam and talking about Islam. Well, the whole time they've been trying to connect Islam with us. Yeah, we're two totally separate factions, man. We don't worship Allah.
We don't deal with them at all.
We don't deal with them.
We have no time. And if anybody that calls themselves an Israelite does, you're bugging, bro.
Yeah. You're a demon. Okay, we have no affiliation. Alright. Although the government wants to try to affiliate and link us with them. We're not. We're nothing. Look, and that man, whatever he is, I mean, if you're gonna say he's an Israelite, well, you gotta look for, you gotta examine things and put check marks and things that don't apply. This man did not have a fucking beard on his face. Alright, which us Israelites, we got beards on our face.
Hey, even the Muslims got beards on their
Even them. So it's a psyop to fuck with shit, but Esau's gonna do what he has to do.
Yeah. It is funny, like these different attacks like this, it's always like, they find the dude and he's got like a whole manifesto on him. Like, I didn't want to leave any secrets.
But he forgot his credit card.
Yeah.
and he was walking around for hella hours after the incident. He was just walking around town and shit.
Yeah, man.
He actually called the cops himself. He's gonna be like at the McDonald's and shit, just walking around.
Yeah, but let a regular Jake steal a 40. The cops will be there right when he walk out. Like, hey, nigga, you want to go?
And they'll pump him with lead. They didn't even shoot the guy. That's how you know it's bugged out. Him being a Jake, and he supposedly killed all these people. They found him after the fact. They didn't just pump him with lead. That shit is bugged out, man. That shit only happens to Esau.
Yeah.
Esau will smoke a whole school, and he'll still have the gun on him, and they'll just tell him to get on the ground and shit. Man, that's a psyop, man.
Yeah.
Agent Brown.
Okay. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 9. It says, "For we know in part and we prophesy in part." So we don't have all the understanding.
Right.
That we don't understand all these secrets, but we understand enough to prophesy unto you. We're prophesying unto you that the mark of the beast, which is microchip, is going to be implemented soon.
Right. But we don't know how it's going to be.
Exactly. We
don't know exactly when it's going to be.
Yeah, we don't have exact dates. We don't have exact times. But we have the understanding, the spirit of prophecy to tell you that it's going to happen. Therefore, we know in part, so we prophesy in part. We can tell you that it's going to happen, and it's going to happen. We just can't give an exact date.
Yep.
Everything we're saying to you is faithful and is true. All right. So for those of you that don't believe, you can keep scoffing. You've been saying that. And those of you that do believe, you just gotta believe and keep and hold on to your patience, man. To keep your faith.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing this word. Yeah.
Pushing,
Or
man.
keep believing if you're not pushing.
But that's what I mean, That's what I mean. Like, you just keep moving forward, man. Just keep going. Whether you're prophesying, whether you're not prophesying, because at the end of the day, keep pushing. You gotta fight through Satan still. You still gotta try and walk this balance, walk on this tightrope.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. "And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry."
Yep.
So these prophecies, they're going to happen, all right? Though it might seem like we've been saying this for years, we have been, but eventually it's going to come to pass. You're going to actually see it. It's a vision.
And really, that's just the Lord. That's just the Lord's mercy, bro.
Yeah.
The long suffering and patience. I mean, that's just more time for Jake to get it together, man. That's just more time for brothers to take heed, to hear the word from the elect to be sealed. All that type of stuff, man. Hey, it says when all of the elect are sealed, then when this thing is preached throughout. Actually, when it says when this thing is preached throughout the four corners of the earth.
Then shall the end come.
Then shall the end come. So that means there's going to have to be a time, because you still come across people to this day that haven't heard of this, bro. That's because Esau's magic is so powerful, bro. Like, you have people that are just locked into the NFL, or just locked into TikTok, just locked into goofy shit. That's why it says, "How long you simple ones, will you love simplicity?" Like, you might see something about an Israelite video and just scroll right past it to get to your game, your whatever you like to watch,
That's something I think about a lot. Like when all hell breaks loose and the internet shuts off, that's when these people are gonna fucking lose it. Because they're gonna realize they're actually living in a real world. They're not living in their phone. And they're actually here walking around. You're not going to be able to distract yourself with madness, with complete magic that you watch on your phone, with wickedness that Esau pushes out. You're going to realize that, oh shit, I'm actually alive. I need to live life and function.
You have to face reality.
And it's going to be right in your face. And because these people haven't been watching what's going on in the world, they're not going to know what the fuck's going on. They're just going to get smacked.
But you have certain brothers that believe that they're going to take us off the internet, but we're still going to be out there for a while, for a period of time. And that may very well be the case. I actually believe that too. I think it's going to start with censorship of the internet, and eventually they're going to take us off the internet. But just because we're off the internet, that doesn't mean that the job is done. But you think about it, if they censor us, they're going to censor everybody that's speaking out against the government. Everybody that's speaking out against, you know, different things that's going on. And so where are they gonna find their information? The only place they're gonna find it is people that are on the streets. Hey, and then, hey man, there are gonna be all type of motherfuckers out on the streets. Bugging out, bro.
This is Isaiah 25:7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Because right now, all these nations, everybody, you know, got a veil over their eyes, man. Esau's ultimate weapon is deception. You know, keep everybody in a lied fantasy world, a dream state. Because if people knew the truth, the end would be here, bro. And the truth is that the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Those are God's chosen people. And that he's the devil. That's deceived the whole world. So if the world and everybody woke up to what he is, Yahushua will come back, man. Because the last member of the elected seal, Yahushua is going to return.
It's through the Spirit that all this information is coming out. Hey, back when we were coming up, you didn't have all this stuff going against Esau, bro. You didn't have people calling Christopher Cologne the devil, talking about Thanksgiving and all this different stuff on a broad scale like that. Maybe it happened here and there, but not like it is today. People calling Esau the devil, you know, talking all this shit about white people and everything. You didn't have this stuff going on, bro. Not to this extent.
Yeah.
Now look at all this. Now all this information is coming out. All the stuff that Esau did to the Native Americans, slavery. Because when we were in school, what they teach us about slavery? Not very much. It's just all these people were enslaved, and then we freed them.
Yeah, that's all.
Then you have the Native Americans. You have that. You know, they might have had you singing, "This land is your land. This land is my land.
Yeah.
This land is our land." But it's like, damn, not really, because it's stolen. Gad is on just little plots of land, you know, with heavy drinking problems, man.
High crime rate.
Yep, high crime rate. Hey, man, they're talking about Indian women, just Native American women, really Gadite women, getting kidnapped all the time, bro. Like, women ain't safe on them reservations, man. It's rough life. But now you got all this information coming out, man. And we have the ultimate. We break it down to the ultimate extent. We tell you why it is. You know, we give you the why, man. You can have all these different, okay, I know about this and this is going on, but you don't know why. The scriptures tell you why, man. Because Esau is the devil, and that's what he was created to do. And the Lord said he was going to bring division. And through the Spirit, man, that's what we bring. We bring division.
Because you can't walk together except to be agreed. So this truth brings a lot of division, and that's what Yahushua said he was going to do in Matthew 10:34. That he was going to bring division with that sword. He was going to cause separation between families and really everybody in the world. You either believe Yahweh Bashim Yahushua or you're a demon. That's the division. That's what he's coming to bring. Those that believe on him want to be saved, and those that want to be destroyed. Because if you don't want to believe in the Lord, you're going to be destroyed. And you're going to choose that because the truth is being constantly pushed down.
Yep.
So you're actually choosing to be destroyed.
Well, look at the division. You have a political divide. You have men against women, gay against straight, black against white. You got you even have the LGBT community against them. They're fighting among them damn selves.
Speaking of them, I heard somebody just did a terrorist attack on them.
Yeah. Against the mafia?
One against
Against the mob?
Yeah. That's what he actually did.
take some big cojones, man. That's all types of years talking about hate crimes and shit, bro. Terrorist attacks.
That's fucking. Yeah, you stacked some crimes on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, really happened. And I show you that the Lord is against you, alright? The Lord's against Esau and the Lord's against that community, man. Okay? He really is.
That community, that's the New World Order, bro.
Lord ain't with that, man.
That's why they want to molest your kids.
Yeah, man.
That's why they want to teach them about all this shit while they're in little fucking kindergarten and shit, bro.
Jumpstart and shit.
Yep. Head Start.
Head Start, yeah.
Head Start.
Yep.
This is Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother.
Yeah, because you got what? You might have a dad. The father, he has certain views of the world, and the son he's bugged out and all into the world, man. A lot of the older cats, they're like, man, there's a lot of older people that are just like, look at these new generations, just like, nah, this is hell. Like, this is wrong, man. There's something wrong with these motherfuckers, man. You know, like when you go on comment boards and you got all these young bastards talking about okay boomer. I just put okay zoomer. Go ahead.
And the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
So that means the Lord's bringing the division all the way into the house, man. So you have family members fighting each other. It says in the scriptures, bro, and it's happening to this day. I was watching, looking at the news, and there was a string of murders of sons killing their fathers. And somehow they were all connected.
That's scripture. The father shall be
Yes.
son to death.
And when Esau comes down, what do you think he's gonna be doing? He's gonna be asking the kids, hey, is mommy or daddy have a chip? Mommy and daddy fucking got the jab? Like, or do they think like this? Are they a this? Are they a that? But you know.
Yeah, you remember fucking Power Rangers when Ivan News came out with their slime? He's like, and if your parents get in your faces about this, throw it in their faces.
Hey, that was the devil, man. Ivan Ooze was Esau, bro.
Yeah, and then they would get all zombie.
Yeah.
When they get that slime in their face, they get all controlled by him.
That's crazy.
That's Esau, bro.